Ladies and gentlemen, lads and lasses, how are you? I am Casey Bear, covering a news story that may or may not be interesting. Let's take a look.
It's called Doki Doki Literature Club, and it starts like a dating game set in a high school and features a group of animated girls in a book club.
Literature club.
Things do turn sinister, with characters self-harming and killing themselves.
Suicide is a theme in the game, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with expressing dark themes through any kind of medium, as long as it's done in a fairly respectful way.
It's said to be suitable for players aged 13 or over.
Targeted demographic is teenagers, makes sense.
An inquest will be held into the death of a 15-year-old called Ben Walmsley from Bury, whose father said the game dragged his son in.
I feel bad for the kid and his family. Suicide is a very serious issue, especially in young men today. There has yet to be a definitive link between media and suicide. People don't just play one game with suicidal themes, or read one book or watch one film and instantly get suicidal feelings. The feelings were already there to begin with. Maybe the father already knew the boy was struggling and needed something to blame. That's understandable. But there's yet to be any definitive evidence of media being the cause for suicide.
Greater Manchester Police have said, "We believe this game is a risk to children and young people, especially those that are emotionally vulnerable and anyone with existing mental health concerns."
You admit it yourself. Those with pre-existing mental health issues, meaning those dark thoughts, were already there. It's not the game's fault.
The coroner has warned this is a psychological horror game with suicide as a main feature, and notes too, it does warn it's not suitable for children. However, the graphics, etc., are clearly aimed at young people.
This, I feel, is kind of a bad argument to make. I mean, Doki is hardly the first psychological horror game with a cutesy art style. And no, not all anime art style is for kids. It's kind of annoying when the media try to make this argument.
The trailer for the game with that warning right at the start.
I mean, you say it yourself, they specifically put in a warning, not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. What do you think that meant? Why is it some people think that all video games are for kids? That's like saying all books are for kids or all TV shows are for kids. You know that's wrong. But no, video games and animated shows, there can't possibly be another demographic in mind. What's that, little Billy? You want to watch Game of Thrones? Oh, too bad. You don't get to watch that until you finish your Stephen King novel. I mean, look at the art style. It's obviously for kids. The art style, guys, is kid-friendly. Look at the art style, guys. The art style, it's for kids. Remember that old saying, don't judge a book by its cover? Well, this is exactly why you don't do that sort of thing. If a game developer specifically puts in a warning about a game, you shouldn't ignore that just because it's got a cutesy art style. The developer is telling you, this game's not for kids. Don't judge the book by its cover. Not all video games and animated shows are aimed at kids. But I think I've had enough of this video. Those are my opinions, you should draw your own. Thanks for watching.